All right, so we are live today with Mr. Jet Johnson. I want to welcome everybody, welcome everybody back to College Rodeo 101. My name is Heidi Foy. I'm a creator of opportunities here at Bullfrog Creatives. And we have Mr. Jet Johnson, who is the rodeo coach at Casper College, local college here, home of the CNFR. I want to welcome you, Jet. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Heidi.
So we'll kick it right off. As I mentioned to you, I'm going to monitor Facebook and see if we have any questions come in, and then we'll just go until I see something pop up, and then we'll answer any questions that come up. So tell me a little bit about where Casper College is located and a little bit about the community.
We're located in Casper, Wyoming. It's right in the center of the state of Wyoming. It's mountains and plains, mountains to the south of the college and plains as you head north. It's a really nice community. Oil and gas and ranching is kind of what goes on around here. This is where I was born and raised, and I left and went south to College Rodeo for a little bit, and then I moved home, and this is a great community. Everybody's really nice, helpful, and you know, I tell the kids they're going to like it. It's a big enough town. Restaurants, if you need a vehicle worked on, we have everything. You know, all the dealerships, and it's a small enough town that it's safe and a nice place to be.
Yeah, for sure. So for those that don't know, I also was born and raised in Casper, and I did not go south. I went north. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. Big mistake. But no, I loved my college rodeo experience, but the weather was not better by any means. So listen, what is campus life like here in Casper?
The campus is very nice. For a junior college, it's very well structured. It's a professionally run campus. I mean, like, you feel like you're in college as opposed to some other places I've been. I mean, the campus is not spread out. Everything's right there. You can walk from one end to the other if you want to. The dorms are very nice dorms. They're very clean, and all the classes and all the kids I've talked to that are rodeoing for me now, I mean, they really like their experience here.
Good. So let's talk a little bit. I know some colleges have some different requirements for freshmen and versus like transfer students or a little bit older kids. Can you talk about like housing and, you know, if you already mentioned there's dorms, is there on-campus housing? You know, can they live off campus?
They can live off campus. It's their choice. I kind of recommend if a freshman coming in, it's nice to live on campus. I mean, we got the cafeteria. What the kids tell me, the food is good there and stuff, and you know, it just gives me a chance and them a chance to get adjusted and maybe their second year go off campus. I mean, you don't have to live on campus, but I kind of recommend it if you're coming there, you know, and unless you know somebody that's already here and's gonna maybe house with them off campus and they can help you get your feet wet. But I like it when they're in the dorms, you know, their freshman year.
Yeah, I talked about that. I can't remember who I was talking to last week, but that was one of the things that I regretted, is that I kind of finagled my way around living on campus my first year. And I feel like I missed a lot of opportunities meeting other people that weren't just on the rodeo program. You know, it was easy to meet kids on the rodeo team, but it was a little bit harder because we were so busy. So I definitely encourage kids to give it a shot. You might not like it, but you might. So
right.
Let's see. Well, and you already talked about transfer kids. What about some of the degree programs? What does Casper College have to offer in that regard?
It offers about everything. You know, and now with the junior colleges in Wyoming and a lot of, well, I've had at least 4 of my kids this year, and some are planning on coming back next year that normally would have had to have moved on to a university, and they're able to stay and complete their degrees right there.
Because of the partnership with the University of Wyoming?
Yep. We're a sister college to UW.
Okay. So I think there's isn't there something with a college in South Dakota too, maybe for nursing or something?
Yeah, Black Hills State, I think. Now don't hold me to that. I believe that's right. And you know, Casper College has a great nursing program. I've had several girls go through it, and man, when they're done, they get jobs, and it's a very good opportunity for them.
Yeah, and obviously even in the wonky times we're in now, I mean, nursing is always a you can dang your guarantee a job with that kind of a degree.
Yeah, and like I toured the mechanic shop and stuff here at Casper College one time when I first started,
Hmm.
and it's state of the art. You know, it's and I think kids need to get a hands-on. You know, if that's what you want. A lot of my kids are hands-on with rodeo kids. Uh, Mechanics, welding, all that stuff here at Casper, it's state of the art. The instructors are top notch. Uh, I like to see that.
So we did get a question. Do you know if there's anything in environmental studies?
I do not know that.
So
If
Elena,
you get on the Casper College webpage, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Everybody knows, but it'll show you everything.
yeah, that's what I was going to say. And it's just caspercollege.edu, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and talk about the meat and potatoes, the good stuff, the rodeo program. Can you tell me, I know a lot about the program just because I've been here for so long, but why don't you tell everybody what's going on with the rodeo program, maybe speak to practice facilities where kids can board horses, all that stuff.
The rodeo program there at Casper, it's been a long time coming, and we finally completed our very own practice arena. It's 150 by 300. Um, it's it's brand new. I mean, it's an amazing. The kids that come this fall are the ones that are going to open the doors and start practicing in there. The stall barn is an indoor arena that was already there, and it's going to house the horses with stalls and runs, and everything will be inside. Your horse, to go from the stalls to the practice arena, you would probably have to go 25 feet, and it's all on one facility there. It's
Awesome.
amazing, and you know Tom Parker and Dale, they started it, and when I took over from Tom, there was paperwork from where he'd been working to get this done, and we finally got it done, and we're very excited. I can't wait to try it there.
Yeah, definitely. So you said kids can board their horses there as well. Is there any expense for that to
There
them?
is, there is. It's the kids will pay, and we're going to supply the shavings, and the reason is they're 12 by 12 stalls, and I think if the shavings are available, and the kids all they have to do is open up a bag of shavings and spread it, they're going to keep their stalls cleaner. Which I'll be on them. I don't want any ammonia or anything getting strong in the barn,
Mhm.
but it does cost 350 a semester, and the stalls and runs can hold two horses. So I mean, you'd be 350 for two horses, or if you want your horse to have the whole run, it'd be 350 for that one horse for a semester. And all we're doing, we're not trying to make money off these kids. We're just offsetting the cost of getting the shavings brought in.
Well, and to be honest with you, that's a pretty good price anyways. I mean, we have boarded horses for kids at our place, and we don't charge a lot either, but it's still right around that same price. Plus, to be right on site, you don't have to get in, haul to town, come back. There's no back and forth. It's going to be a huge benefit for the program.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, for sure. So talk to me about, do you guys have your own stock, timed event, rough stock, or do you guys lease it?
We
How does that?
do. The bucking horses are supplied by John Forbes and Sandy Bob Forbes both, and we trade them in and out. They have horses for every level. I mean, I can't believe the rough stock people that are showing up now. They're really excited to come. I mean, we're getting to the point where we're sifting through kids. Not necessarily turning anybody away, but there's a huge interest in our rough stock program right now because, well, like I said, there's so many horses, and we buck some colts once in a while, but if you get a kid that's just starting out, we got horses that take care of those guys, and like Case Thompson and some of those guys that are Garrett Buckley that just finished up at Casper. Those guys are winning at the pro rodeos, and when they were getting ready to go, we have horses that at that caliber also.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Sandy Bob is actually part of the staff. He's one of the assistant coaches, correct?
Yep. Sandy
Okay.
Bob is our assistant coach, and he kind of he just I give him pretty free reign with the rough stock kids. I mean, he has John, his dad made the NFR, his brother Mo made the NFR, and Bob rodeoed a lot. Sandy Bob rodeoed a lot, and the knowledge that's there is unbelievable.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a great, Tom Parker was there. Shoot, I don't even know how many years. So you are what, the third rodeo coach in the history of the rodeo program. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I think that
Started
says a
with Del
lot.
Pal, Tom, and then me. Fred Larson actually stepped in, and I can't remember why Fred was there, but he helped out, and he was there maybe a semester or a year. I really can't remember, but yeah, officially, I guess I'm the third one, and I read it, and I'm pretty sure this was right. Casper is the winningest junior college in the nation.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said. What this spring would have been the 51st.
Yeah.
The 51st roping and rigging days. So, if you think about it, the college national finals hasn't been around too much longer, than that. I mean, if not about the same age. So this program is very, very rich in history and tradition.
Yes, and like I say, I read it, and I can't remember. It was in a Naira mega stats book, and I think we've had 41 teams or something like that have qualified between men's and women's, and so it's been a successful program, and I'm doing better. I want to keep that going. It's not all about winning with these kids, but you sure try and keep it on a level that I feel it should be.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think, and rodeo is unique in as far as a collegiate sport is concerned, because most collegiate sports are kind of separated into divisions, and that's not the case. I mean, your junior colleges are competing against four-year universities, and there's no holds barred, really.
Right, that's a fact, and it makes it hard on the junior colleges because some of the universities get to watch these kids grow and their level of competition, and then they can move on to a university. But boy, some of the freshmen that show up are amazing. So we're always competitive.
Yeah, for sure. Well, is there anything else you want to add to make sure everybody knows about the school? Well, I guess we didn't even talk about, do you have scholarship opportunities coming into this fall season?
We do.
Okay.
And if people go online, there's a handful of scholarships that are earmarked just for rodeo kids. And
Oh, great.
if you go online and look at those scholarships, get your name. Well, and the deadline might have went by, I think, but maybe not either. But go online and check. There are some scholarships earmarked for just rodeo kids, and then hopefully the kids bring in some stuff from the state high school level and stuff too. But oh yeah, there's plenty of scholarships.
Okay, perfect. So, is there anything else now? Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just I'm proud to be the coach, and I enjoy it, and we're Sandy Bob and I we think a lot alike, and we're getting a team put together that we're proud of and stand behind, and anytime you're dealing with Western kids, I mean, this is a good team and a good group of people, and once I get to know them and they get to know me, it's actually a pretty fun job.
Yeah, I've been to a few of the practices, so it seems like a great environment.
It is.
Well, that's cool. So, I will sign off. I want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. I know with everything else canceled, I'm sure you're still working on the ranch. There's no days
Oh, yeah.
off.
No, our deal hasn't changed out here. We still get up and go and do everything else. It just I hated to see the season cut short. Some kids it was there, and I know they got eligibility brought back, but like Case Thompson, for instance, I mean I don't think he'll be back. Just even though he could come back, he had his life plan and he's following it. And he won't be back even though he could. And I feel bad for those kids because he was he was one of them. And every
Yes.
college had their guys, but he was one of them that if he'd have been the national champ, it wouldn't have surprised me.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's definitely a unique situation for sure. I can tell you we're getting a lot more done at our house. So I imagine that you got your honeydew list just getting bigger and bigger.
That's true. And like, my boys with the pro rodeos canceled and the college rodeos canceled. I mean, the three of us are all here working and doing things. We're getting a lot done.
Yeah, it's strange. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, if you're watching live, I want to thank you for watching live. Be sure and share out to anybody, tag people that you know. If you're re-watching us later, ask your questions in the comments and Jet or myself will come back around. We'll get those questions answered. If you have questions of Jet or you are interested in the Casper College program, Casper College does have a specific Facebook page. You can go on there, or you can message me and I can hook you up with Jet. Either way, we'll make that connection. That's what it's all about. If you have any questions, message myself, message the Bullfrog Creatives page. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you on Wednesday. Oh, who do we have on Wednesday? Coach from Soul Ross, CJ Aragon will be joining us. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Heidi,